our video. Before we jump into today's video, just a couple of things I need to get out of the way. First, if you are a fan of Heartland and want daily Heartland videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of 2020. So if you are a fan of Heartland and want daily Heartland videos and Season 14 updates, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Now, this is extremely important for this video in particular. I am not at all affiliated with Heartland in any way, shape, or form. I don't know Heartland cast or crew. I don't work for CBC, none of that. I'm just an ordinary Heartland fan just like you guys. But I enjoy making videos about what could make Heartland Season 14 even better. So that being said, nothing I say in this video is confirmed to be happening in Heartland Season 14. This is just my own ideas, opinions, theories, and just overall thoughts and ideas on what could make Heartland Season 14 even better. With that being said, let's jump into the video. So, when it comes to Heartland, we have seen them deal with characters and write characters who have dealt with many different kinds of issues throughout the seasons. So, I was thinking it would be really interesting and very, very smart, marketing-wise, for many reasons, to introduce a character that is physically disabled. Why smart marketing-wise, you may ask? Well, not a lot of shows accurately represent what it's like living with a physical disability. For those of you that are not aware, I am physically disabled. I am in a wheelchair. I've grown up in a wheelchair my entire life. I have no idea what it is like to walk without an aid. I never will. So, to have a show like Heartland that is already watched by many people, thousands, millions even maybe, of people, to have them accurately represent something that is very real and affects many people, to have a show like that represent accurately I might add, what it's like, would be very smart marketing-wise, because there's not a lot of shows out there that do that, so that would bring in a bunch of new fans for the Heartland series. And then also, it would raise awareness for what it's like to live with a physical disability, and I think that is something that not a lot of people know what it's like, unless you are physically disabled, but for people that are not, they don't really know what it's like. So to have a character in a TV show visually represent, so meaning that when people watch the show, they see what it's like to be physically disabled, they see the struggles, they hear the person who is physically disabled explain the struggles, deal with the struggles mentally and physically, would raise a lot of awareness as well. So how would they go about introducing this character in Heartland Season 14? Well, I've come up with an idea that I think could really, really add a lot to Heartland storyline-wise, and just as well be an awesome introduction for this new physically disabled character. And that is Clint. Clint has brought Ty to Heartland. He has brought Badger to Heartland, and he has brought many other kids to Heartland. And they have been kids that have had issues, Ty's been on probation, and many other things. So maybe Clint brings this new character to Heartland in the very beginning, maybe even the first episode of Season 1, and maybe this character at the beginning of the season is, down on themselves, being like, there's nothing for me to do here. This is a ranch. It's not accessible that much. What am I supposed to do? I can't do ranch work. Why am I here? I don't belong here. And then, so that's what happens in the beginning of the season, right? And then throughout the season, and as the character is developed more to us as the audience, we see them come to accept and understand that just because they're in a wheelchair and have a physical disability does not define who they are, and they become more involved with what they do at Heartland. Maybe they begin working with Amy or help Amy out. And a lot of people don't actually know this, but when you're physically disabled, horses can be a key a way, I guess, that they can be used as a form of therapy. They were for me when I was younger. I grew up around horses as a form of therapy, and it's some of the best moments of my life. I would still be riding to this day if I was given the option and the opportunity. I love riding. It is the only way that I've ever felt what I'm guessing it is like to walk is when I'm riding a horse. It's the only way to, I'm guessing, I don't know, accurately represent what it's like to walk without a aid. So horses are used in therapy a lot of the time. They weren't in my life, and they have been used as therapy in many of my friends' lives who have physical disabilities. So that would also be a way to bring back the horses into the main storyline. Maybe Amy gives this new physically disabled character riding lessons, or maybe the character does need, therapy every day, and they use horses as the form of therapy. So how could they accurately represent the character? Well, the best way for them to do that is to cast someone as the character who has a physical disability. It is no use to cast a character who is supposed to accurately represent, or cast a actor who is supposed to accurately represent a character who has a physical disability, but then, when shooting is over for that day, guess what? When filming is over, when they've shot all the scenes they need to shoot for that day, that character who's supposed to represent what it's like living with a physical disability gets up from the chair and walks away. That will not work. What they need to do is get someone who is physically disabled in real life, who has dealt with the issues, dealt with the mental self-acceptance, dealt with the mental and physical issues and struggles that come with having a physical disability. Ask them, as a person with a physical disability, what it has been like, and then accurately represent the character and develop the character and write the character based off what that person with the physical disability said. Another thing they could do is cast someone who has a physical disability to play the character. That would be the best thing, because then it's not a character. It's someone with a physical disability accurately representing what they go through on a daily basis. And that's the best way that they could accurately represent the mental struggles, the physical struggles, and the self-acceptance that needs to happen when a character or a person has a physical disability. So I think the character should be brought by Clint in the early episodes, maybe even the first episode of season 14, and at the beginning the character can be really down on themselves, being like, why am I here? What am I doing here? I can't do anything. I'm disabled. I'm useless to everyone. And then throughout the season we see their character grow and become to accept themselves and grow as a person, and realize that it doesn't define who they are just because they're physically disabled, and then become more involved in what they do at Heartland and become a part of the Heartland family. And as I said, the best way to do that is get a person who is physically disabled, because then there is no acting. That person doesn't have to act, they have to be themselves. Because they are physically disabled, that person has had to deal with the struggles of being physically disabled and being in a wheelchair, and has already had to, as a person in real life, come to self-acceptance of being in a wheelchair does not define who you are. So, casting a character or casting an actor or actress who has a physical disability would be the best thing in the world, and I would love it, because I would be like, this isn't fake, it's real. Yeah, they might write the character's dialogue, but at the end of the day, the actor's real emotion is portraying the character. And that is what needs to happen if you want to accurately represent a character that has to deal with the mental struggles and physical struggles of being in a wheelchair. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Would you be interested in seeing a character accurately represent what it's like to live with a physical disability and be in a wheelchair? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you enjoy having a character added into Heartland that has to deal with these issues and struggles? Would you guys be interested in learning and understanding better what it's like to live with a physical disability, let me know down in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and I never normally ask for this, but if you could share this video, that'd be super, super awesome, because I do think there needs to be more awareness for physical disabilities and just what living in a wheelchair is like, and especially what growing up in a wheelchair is like for kids and teenagers as they grow into adults, because a lot of people don't understand the amount of self-acceptance that needs to take place. So with that being said, I'm going to go. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye. Hey, ho, okay, hi. You thought the video was over. No, it's not. Think again. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to one of the Heartland Facebook groups. I'm going to link their group in the description down below. If you guys have a Facebook account and are a fan of Heartland, I definitely recommend that you guys go check out their group and join it, especially if you love Heartland. I know I've said in the past that the majority of the Heartland Facebook groups literally cyberbully me to the extreme, where I had to delete my Facebook account just because it was getting way too much and I couldn't mentally deal with it anymore. But this Heartland group has never bullied me at all. The admins are literally the sweetest people I've ever met when it comes to a Heartland Facebook group. So if you guys have a Facebook account and are a fan of Heartland, make sure you click the link in my description and join their group, because I promise you, they're the sweetest people. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video.